Und Hallihallo zurück bei Final Fantasy XVI, Episode 57. Und in der letzten Episode haben wir die Materialien für die Enterprise gesammelt. Die Enterprise.
The man who hurt your mother and father is gone. I'm sure they're looking down on us now and smiling.
I'm smiling too. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Sid.
Ach, Tito und Korva, die kleinen Jungs.
Not just from me, but from Kenneth too.
Ah,
Sid! Look what the curse breakers brought back from Dalmekia. Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
I'll be damned.
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What are we having?
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
Eh? The bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
okay, das ist cool, dass es jetzt hier einfach so eine Sequenz abgespielt hat. Das hätte ich jetzt nicht erwartet. Ja, das Spiel überrascht mich immer wieder und fasziniert mich vor allem immer wieder. Das sind natürlich die Semmeln, die der eine Bäckergeselle gemacht hat, der vorher ein bisschen depressiv war deswegen, weil Drachenfang weg ist. Irgendwas wollte ich noch sagen, aber ich habe es natürlich vergessen. Ja, die Enterprise ist nicht das von Star Trek, sondern das Flugschiff, oder das Schiff, ich weiß nicht, ob es ein Flugschiff ist. Auf jeden Fall wollen wir das bauen hier und ich glaube, der Name Enterprise kommt auch aus, ich hätte es nachforschen können, aber ich habe es nicht nachgeforscht. Aber ich glaube, in Final Fantasy 3 hat man auch die Enterprise. Aber jetzt gehen wir erstmal hier zu Hippokrates, denn wir haben jetzt alle Materialien gesammelt. Und schauen mal, was ist das hier? Ja, das kenne ich. So, Taya.
Welcome back. I hope you two had fun while I was busy helping Hippocrates.
Ah, Clive. Hippocrates has all the ingredients. We were just waiting for you.
Na dann.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Viele Hände, vieles Ende. Oder so.
Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Auftrag abgeschlossen. Ja, also dass jetzt hier Harpokrates, wie er gesagt hat, auch ein Mann der Action ist, das ist natürlich ganz cool, weil
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
das gibt einem so das Gefühl, dass die Entwickler die Charaktere auch wichtig nehmen, also dass die sich wichtig nehmen, oder wie sagt man, vielleicht ein bisschen falsch ausgedrückt, aber dass viele Charaktere einfach wichtiger sind, als sie auf den ersten Blick scheinen und dass Square Enix das weiß und dass die halt die Charaktere einfach nicht irgendwie, das ist jetzt der Typ, der dir die ganzen Informationen gibt und das ist die immer bloß die Kranken versorgt und so weiter und so fort, sondern das sind aktive Teilnehmer der Geschichte sozusagen und das ist halt cool. Das gibt dem Ganzen ja bisschen mehr Fleisch, wie man so schön sagt.
My knowledge is yours.
Ich schau gleich mal, ob man noch
If
was
you have a
Neues hat.
question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Und wie mit der Szene jetzt, mit den Sachen sammeln und ja, das sind alles so eine Sachen.
Thanks to Sid.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all
Sicherlich
our old friends.
gibt es natürlich Spiele, in denen die Charaktere noch wichtiger sind und noch besser geschrieben. Das ist ja ganz logisch, aber ja, ich finde das trotzdem durchaus sehr gut gemacht. Also ich bin immer wieder fasziniert von dem Spiel.
Mid hasn't been her usual self lately.
Editors
Wie
started
viel ja
reading
doch
books
drin
that don't
steckt.
have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Und natürlich, das Ruckeln ist jetzt endlich weg. Seit 2 Episoden. Das ist so angenehm.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Okay, der Sound und das Gesicht hat gerade nicht so richtig zusammengepasst. Einige Zeit später. Aha.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's 1 down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship. Let's sail it round the lake.
Is that you done then? Maid's not roped you into building the rest of the boat, has she?
Maid's always been good at wrapping people around her little finger. Just wish she'd picked up some of her dad's good traits.
The Enterprise will have 4 mithril engines, each needing its own displacement stack. So just 3 more like this, and we'll be finished.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build? Yeah. He said it was some sort of chimney stack.
Must be quite a fireplace. Hugo Kupka's dead, isn't he? We don't have to
So,
live in fear of him anymore.
ich schätze mal nur die paar Personen hier drumherum haben einen neuen Dialog, also brauche ich jetzt nicht nochmal eine Runde gehen und spreche mit ihr. Einfach gleich nochmal.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight, just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ah. So, na, mache ich da jetzt erstmal.
They told me she was building a ship.
Okay, wo muss ich hin? Kartenzimmer. Das ist die Messe. Ja, nee, da muss ich ja hier hinter. Aber ich kann auch erstmal hier hochgehen. Neue Nebenmissionen annehmen. Oder eine, auf jeden Fall.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops has an indomitable rival.
So, ist das direkt hier unten? Jo.
Well, that's it then. I'm buggered. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it'll separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Warum nicht?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Auftrag angenommen.
I've tried to find a supplier for this stuff, but it's rare as Chocobo's teeth. Either someone brings down a Bond King and picks up the ash, or... I don't know. You wait for one to snuff it of old age.
Okay. So, ich mache mal hier einen Schlenker rüber zu meinem Zimmer.
You will, one day, when we don't have to hide no more.
Denn es gab einen neuen Brief und auch da war ein grüner Punkt. Da bin ich mir nicht sicher, ob ich jetzt durch einen Brief auch eine Nebenmission kriege.
I went up to give some greens to the Chocobo, and do you know what it did?
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's Fang is gone. There's nothing left but a crater.
Wegen Schledorn. Danke für deine Hilfe mit Schledorn neulich. Leider scheint dem alten Kriegskampf schon wieder eine Laus über die Leber gelaufen zu sein. Er zieht jedenfalls ständig ein langes Gesicht und krummelt in sich rein. Ich frage mich, ob er nicht noch was anderes auf dem Herzen hatte, als nur die Sache mit dem Leder. Ich weiß nicht, was es ist, aber irgendwas rumort in ihm. Ich weiß, du hast immer gut zu tun, aber wenn du es irgendwo dazwischen schieben kannst, würdest du mit mir zu Schledorn gehen und die fragen, was los ist? August. Ja.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Okay. Seines Glückes Schmied 2. Ein schlechtes Bauchgefühl. Clive, irgendetwas stimmt mit deinem Vierbeiner nicht. Komm doch mal zu meinem Bütchen, wenn immer es seiner Lordschaft passt. Karen.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Müde Knochen. Unter 4 Augen. Wenn der Postmann 10-mal klingelt, Trophäe erhalten. Ich bin auf Ottos Anweisung hin die Buchhaltung durchgegangen, habe vielleicht etwas entdeckt, um das du dich vielleicht kümmern solltest, möglicherweise. Und damit meine ich sofort. Du weißt, wo du mich findest. Gautier.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Alright, okay. Alright, okay. So. Dann mal erstmal das hier, obwohl ich gehe erstmal zu ihr hier.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of the mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Was hat er denn, mein Guter?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Okay. Dann werde ich aber trotzdem erstmal die Mission hier nochmal weiter annehmen und verfolgen. Bevor ich das Schiff verlasse. Also das Versteck.
Do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Back, are you? You ever wonder where the hell Karen finds all these treasures of hers? That blade. I've never seen anything like it in all my years as a blacksmith. The edge on that thing. Fuck me.
Okay.
My arm's still throbbing something fierce. When will I learn to say no to that girl?
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
And what can I do for you? Try not to get yourself killed, eh?
So, oh, ich wollte mal zur Prokrates. Vielleicht hat er auch noch mal eine... was soll ich sagen? Dialogoption, eine Dialogoption.
Is there something I might
Für
assist
den
you with,
Nebenfilm.
lad?
Aha, siehst du?
I only hope the bones of an elder antelope are alimentary enough for our faithful friend. If not, we may have to set our sights on something larger still. You know, I sometimes forget that the study of history can have practical benefits. Do thank Mid for reminding me of that.
Okay.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
So, gehe ich nochmal zu ihm hier.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I would say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
How are you doing? I'm sorry to drag you into this, Master Clive. It's just I couldn't think who else to ask, and you're always so willing to help everyone.
Hast du was
Good
Neues?
luck.
Nee, das hätte es mir angezeigt, aber schadet ja nicht nochmal zu gucken.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just dessert.
715.
Come again.
Okay.
I may have more for you.
So, dann gehe ich gleich nochmal hier hin. Du suchst einen Königsbomber, Kupo? Rein zufällig habe ich da was höchst Explosives im Angebot für dich, Kupo. Der Topf-Sunbreak, Königsbomber, eine Fluchbrecherin auf dem Weg zu den kaiserlichen Jagdgründen, nahm vor kurzem eine falsche Abzweigung und fand sich plötzlich in einem nahegelegenen Waldstück wieder, wo sie auf die Ruinen eines Luftschiffs der Gefallenen stieß und darin auf einen riesigen Feuerball, vor dem sie schreiend Reis ausnahm. Später gelang es ihr mit Hilfe eines Buches, die Kreatur zu bestimmen, doch sie behauptete steif und fest, dass der Bomber, den sie gesehen hatte, mindestens 10-mal so groß gewesen sei, wie der darin beschriebene. Okay, der Topf-Sunbreak. Hast du noch was für mich? Das ist wahrscheinlich nochmal dasselbe, ja genau. Okay.
Is that you done then? Mid's not roped you into building the rest of the boat, has she?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Ich wollte nochmal zur Karen gehen. So, sieht so aus, als wären jetzt alle Missionen außerhalb. Nee, okay, gut, die hatte keine Dialog-Optionen mehr. So, dann würde ich sagen, was ist hier? 3 ist, warte mal. Ich mache einfach das hier erstmal. So oder so werde ich ja sowieso alles machen. Wie schnell das gehen kann. So, also...
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we gonna do? Calm yourself. We don't know for sure. It could have just been a tremor.
Aha, ihr könnt einfach rausgehen und gucken.
Take a sniff.
Now,
sir.
Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Sorry, Master. I'll go and get some more later.
So, ja, es ist doch eher hier in der Ecke. Was ist hier drin? Aha.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamel is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck. It's a wonder the Republic tolerates the existence of the bandit's bed. You would have thought a few dozen good men might put an end to the problem. Then again, what commander would want to march his troop into the Valcroy?
So, wo genau ist das jetzt? Oh, dort hinten. Na dann gehe ich mal hier hin. Wie krass das ist. Wie krass dieser Unterschied ist.
Come on.
Dabei dachte ich hätte schon eine gute SSD hier mir geholt und eingebaut. Aber nee, ist wohl der letzte Scheiß. Oder die ist halt zu voll, das kann natürlich auch sein. Oder die ist halt kaputt. Ne? Das ist halt alles so eine Sache mit so einer Technik heutzutage. Weil die PS4-Spiele liefen ja auch butterweich, aber wahrscheinlich ist das... Ja, brauchen die nicht so viel Leistung. Ich schätze mal. Man merkt halt auch hier, dass trotzdem, obwohl ich jetzt die Daten rüber verschoben habe, dass die interne Festplatte der PS5 halt doch auch ein bisschen langsam ist. Es gibt doch noch ein paar Ruckler manchmal. Und genau das habe ich auch gelesen, dass das Spiel halt nicht komplett perfekt optimiert wurde. Oder drüben glitzert was. Dem kann ich nicht widerstehen.
You deserve a rest.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Lump, Level 30 Lump. Aua. So. Oberlump. Banditen bezwungen.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
So. Okay, achso, stimmt, ich habe ja auch neue Items bekommen. Würde ich mal mir die Itembeschreibung durchlesen. Und hier sind die ganzen Missionen, die aktiv sind. Weststein-Bruchstück. Ein Stück harten Gesteins aus Übersee. Seine unvergleichliche Härte macht es perfekt zum Schärfen von Klingen. Ganz egal, aus welchem Metall sie geschmiedet werden. Sei es Bronze oder Adamantit. Sternrubin. Einer von 3 kostbaren Edelsteinen, die Sid vor Jahren beschafft und für schlechte Zeiten beiseite gelegt hatte. Otto ist der Meinung, dass im Versteck eben jene Zeiten angebrochen sind und möchte die Rubine zur Begleichung von ausstehenden Schulden bei Karen, Martha von Marthas Rast und Isabel vom Schleier nutzen. So, ja, dann würde ich sagen, wir gehen dann hier hin. Hier sind 2 Missionen. 2 Nebenmissionen, die wir angenommen haben. Aber ich würde sagen, wie es dann hier weitergeht, das erfahren wir erst in der nächsten Episode. Also schaltet wieder ein. Bis dahin. Ciao.